Hello and welcome to day 46 in this PHP web framework series, and this is part 3 of the notification system. So just a quick overview of what the notification system is, what we're implementing. Not like a push notification system or anything like that. It's essentially, go to my educational platform, so I'm learning. You got this little notification icon, the bell icon. Then when you click on that, it shows you the notifications. So it's essentially just the back end side of that. On the client side, how you choose to display it is totally up to you. If you choose to have a little drop down like that, if you choose to, because I've even seen websites, not very often, but I've seen websites where they have like a sidebar on the right, which has the notification, which is quite cool. Almost similar to this. So yeah, the way you choose to implement it on the visual client side, that's totally up to you. This is just about getting the back end stuff done. So we had implemented the class, or like the basic foundation of it. We had created a notification method that actually created a notification, aka just inserted a row into the database, which you'll see. Well, yeah. So if we go to browse, you can see there's some notifications. They are encrypted now, so that one is no longer valid. I'll leave it in there anyway, but you wouldn't get one like that anyway. You'll get one more like this. And then get all notifications. So now what we're going to do is create a method for getting all notifications. You probably wouldn't have this or use it unless you're an admin, I would say, because otherwise you wouldn't be getting like literally every notification in the table for like other users as well. You generally only get them for yourself. But again, I do have that feature, so on Sonar Learning, when anything goes down, when anything ever happens, I get notified of it, even if it's nothing to do with, let's say, a post of mine. It's just so I know. It's mainly for when questions are occurring. I know there are questions occurred, so I can go and check it out, see if I can help. So that's and this. It's saying Shizzle is going down. These icons aren't correct because it's my end, so it's slightly different. That's the sort of use case scenario I can think of for why you would want getting all notifications. So let's go to the notification.php. Let's create a method called, first of all, let's comment it. Get all notifications, most likely only for admin and testing. And public, this function is going to be get all. Actually, it should just be get all, because at the end of the day, we're the methods on the notifications. Certain things like other methods from other stuff might need to be renamed. That's it. There's no parameter that we're passing in. And how do you get stuff again in the framework? It's been that long. I'll be able to do it from comments. There was a lot of stuff in here, and this is essentially going to echo a lot of that. So load comments. This is okay. So I'm going to copy that and whack that into notifications. Whack that here. So we need the notifications table name, the column. Guess we don't need anything like this. Can we just call a method get as it is like that or not? Can't remember. Let's have a look. So if we go to db get, there has to be a where. Might just do an action instead. Is 3 equal the count of where? That's still based on like. So yeah, I'll have to do like a raw query. So It doesn't seem like I've got a method for just getting everything. Doesn't seem so. I'm going to create a method then. So I'm going to call it public function get all, and this will just take the table like so, and this in turn will just call the query method. So return this essentially, and it should be $this, $this, query everything from table name, from $table, and that's it. So the array of 18 is even required in the query section. I mean the parameters, if count parameter, okay, so I think we should just be able to get rid of this. That is optional, yes. Select everything. I'm trying to think, is there anywhere else that we've done this select everything? So have a look in the blog. Insert post, get all posts. We do it here. No, it's just based on query. That did require a bit of an extra thing, like the order by. Yeah, because I recorded an extra one. That's the reason. Actually, no, I'll just use this. Should most likely be better. Because, again, this is a specific use case scenario. But it'll be enclosed in this method anyway, so it's all good. So let me paste that here. Sort out the indenting of this. So this needs to be notifications table name. Is there a timestamp? I believe there is. Timestamp, yeah. We'll order it by timestamp, $order. Send. $order, yep. $order equals send by default. I'm thinking blog we may have done a little extra check as well. Actually, I'll just echo it out essentially the similar way we've got it here. So we go back to notifications. Descend if it equals that. Doesn't equal one of these. Then by default it's just ascend. Okay, that's fine. There's a bit of checking on here, which is good. $order, that's good. And this is going to be this. $this notification. So $_ notifications. And okay, that should be ready to go, really. I should be able to get all. I'll do it like this. That way you don't have to by default whack in a parameter. Okay, so we want to test this out. I think it's in the miscellaneous. Okay. Let me get rid of that. So dollar notifications. We're going to print R out for now. Yeah, actually, I guess that's all we'll do, because the way you format it is totally up to you. So notifications would be get all. For now, we won't actually do any ascending or descending. We will test that very soon, but just not yet. Let me open up this. Something's gone wrong. Get all. Echo. I'm gonna echo some stuff around it. Print it out, all of it actually. Could do with backslashing. No. Okay, so this. But then to get all notifications for some reason. So if I go to notifications, let's just have a quick look at what it's doing. Okay, that looks fine. Everything from notifications table name, order by time. Okay, I'm not going to do any ordering. Oh yeah, this doesn't actually return anything. I still need to return it. So how do we do it in blog? Where did I do the return? Should I do the force load? Yeah, I think that's that way you can just retrieve it instead of having to every single time reload it from the database. I think that was a cool feature. So force load, and if we go to notifications, whack that into here. Well, I guess if all of this can be enclosed, then here, why would you ever need to do this? You're not going to load it. This does not make sense to me. Constantly fixing stuff or updating it to make it better. So back to the notifications. So now if force load, so if, and now we just do $this. I can't remember, was force load equal to true by default? Yes, by default it is. $this. So we're always returning at the end notifications. And I'm missing the underscore and I'm missing the return statement. But apart from that, we're ready to retest it. Okay, so hello, this is awesome. We've got the 3 notifications. Sending, descending. So I'm guessing if we go to miscellaneous, we put in here descending, for example, it should be different now. This hello, this is awesome. The one that's not encrypted will be at the bottom. Ah, shit. I forgot about this. Order by. I forgot I removed it just for testing. No. Oh, obviously you got to order it by something. I just had it ready to copy and paste there. So it doesn't matter. So this is awesome. Should be the last one. Yep, that's good. That's good stuff. And now in miscellaneous, say if I were to just do something random that's not correct, it should still work, but in ascending order. Yep, that's correct. And ascending should obviously produce what we want. What about if you were to capitalize it? That's fine. I'm guessing. Again, it's been a while, so STR is hello. So yeah, we do change the case just in case somebody puts an uppercase or lowercase or a mixture of them. And if I do false, that shouldn't work from the get-go. If I do true, that works. And if I were to do false now, they still work because I think they still got a record of it. Yeah, that's working great now. So get all notifications is done. So get notifications for a set user. Okay, so we need to get a notification just for one user. Getting all notifications for a set user. There needs to also be another thing. Get all notifications for a set user and a type. So for that, what the use case might be is, so if we're going here, so these are all notifications for, okay, technically they're everyone's because they're the admin, but if they weren't, it'll be just your notifications. And we got different types, so depending on, like, this is obviously the reply, if something's favorited, of yours something's been liked, so something along those lines. So those are different types. The more often we got liked and replied in the database in the table for notification types, you need to expand that for different notification types. It might not be Q&A related because is relating more to like a forum and maybe a blog system. Yours might not be. So the type use case will be, maybe if you can go to notifications, you could actually have like a tab system so you can check or select just the notification of a particular type. Because imagine if you have like a shit ton of notifications, you just want to have a bit of extra filtering, that'll be great. Or a drop down to sort it, to filter through it. That's the use case of that. But first, I'll get notification for a set user. So there's two methods I actually want for this. Because what I want is one method to get all notifications for, and then after that, the last task will be update wiki. I won't do it as I go along within the class, and I'll do it at the end because it won't be as much work as doing it before, as doing all those classes, but still be a bit of extra work because you're not doing it as you go along. But things do change. As you can see, it's an iterative process like while you're creating a class, and if you best if you do it at the end. So there's two methods that really want for get notification for a set user. There needs to be one that is get notification for the current user. So we checked if you're logged in. Very similar to the reply or the comment stuff, the blog stuff, I think. And then there needs to be one just to get one for a specific user in terms of the username, like the user ID. So in blog, we can do that. So get all posts. Nope, it'll be in comments then. Load comments. For user ID. Okay. So how should I go about this? I can use the get method this time. But if we want to order by, then we're going to need a custom query. I'll do another custom query. Sort of like what we got here. So select everything from. So if we go back to notifications, it's going to be public function get all for signed in user plus for signed in user, get all for user signed in user for users user signed in. So you need to be able to pass in an order and I guess a force load as well. So I'll copy and paste this. Should be able to take a lot of this as it is. So the only difference is you'll have a where $ID no for user signed in. So we need to first of all do this notifications. We don't need to do a bunch of else's. I was looking online and do some research. It's a little while ago, and I found a lot of people saying, honestly, you don't always need to do else, because even though this would only be called else if this is correct, because you're doing a return false, you don't need to. So get rid of that. Unable to retrieve notifications. Retrieve notifications at this time due to the user not being logged in. Please try again later. So what do we get? So if this is true, go back to blog, comments, and what else did I want? $user ID. That's what I need to do. Shit. So go back to this notification for now, where ID equals, so it would be $user ID equals this $user ID. So where, no, it was, what was the actual column called? It was user ID. And should be all done. So for the user that's signed in, so if I go to miscellaneous and I whack that in, I mean descending order true, that's fine. Did I save it? Yes, I did. No, that doesn't matter. So forget all for user signed in. So let's go back to notifications, have a look. Get all for user signed in. New user, and if user is logged in, well, am I even logged in? I can't even tell if I'm logged in or not. Localhost index. That's not what I want. PHP public home. No, I'm not logged in. Nope. So what is this doing? So password, why am I printing out? It doesn't look like I'm printing out the right thing. I don't understand quite what this is. Seems they're printing out the user. They'll comment that out. So why is it printing out the user? Let me get rid of this. See what we get. Do we still get the same thing? No, we don't. What is my user ID as well? Let me have a quick look at that. So users. So Farhan is number 8. So it should actually only print out 1. So it doesn't seem like it's printed off the right thing. Why should DB getting this? Is there anything else that we're doing with the database here? Let me put 8 here instead. I'll do it like this, probably best. So if we go back to notification, don't see why this wouldn't work without it. And this will be user ID. User ID. I haven't had any notifications on my phone yet while recording this video, but best put it on silent anyway. $question. Okay, so now take 2. Why is this doing this? If I were to put 88 here, must be something to do with this. So if I get rid of this and I put I explicitly put the variable 8, value 8, no, 8 or 8. Let me change the order of this. Okay, that is meant to be there. Okay, that seems to be getting it. So if I were to undo this back to where it was, and grab this again, put it before the order. Yep, my bad, I just got the wrong one. So it's got the right, thing, because the user ID of 8, I'm 8. And if I were to explicitly put 9 in here, we should get nothing now, because there's nothing with the ID of 9. If we get 10, we should get 2 of them. So ID, yeah, we got 2 of them. So this seems to be working great. So obviously this is how it would be. And okay, we should be able to rip a lot of this code out. I think we're going to abstract it into another method. So another level of abstraction. So we can guess what YouTube channel that's from. New series they've launched, or like 2-3 months old. Let me check what the time situation is. Probably over half an hour now. Yeah, it's been 31 minutes, so I won't be much longer. I'm actually just going to finish off. So we did get all notifications for a set user, still doing that. So it's going to be get all for user signed in. Now we're going to be get all for user. So we're going to copy and paste this. I'm just going to comment that. Get all notifications for the user that is signed in. Get all notifications for a particular user. Doesn't matter if they're signed in or not. Okay, I want to reverse these methods, because this one, just in terms of the way this is going to be structured, because this is going to be structured, this should come first. It doesn't matter because PHP handles all that, but this will call this method. So what we got is so we need to pass in a $ID, and in user, I think we got a method for, say, find, that's the one, that is the one. So find $ID, was $ID, no, I'm talking about. I need to put here $user ID. We want a user ID, as in, what's it called? At the number that's in like the primary key. But in case you pass in an email address or username, for example, we'll handle that as well. So first of all, what we need to do is actually in user, is there optional parameters that we can pass in? $user equals no. $find. So what we got? This is just setting up everything. So if $user so if it's no, then you do that, else you find the user. Okay, so we can just whack in here $user ID, like so. We can actually get rid of this. Actually, or what we could do is $data ID. How do we check if we've been able to successfully get a user? And so if we go to user, that would be using false. And Data, I guess, should just return nothing otherwise. So if I go back to notifications, so if I do $data, so if $data, so if not $data, unable to retrieve notification time due to the user not existing, due to an invalid user ID. Please try again later. Force load will get rid of this. So we'll actually grab this. Actually, no, it's fine there. So this should behave in a very similar way. If I go to miscellaneous, whack this here. This should not work now. We don't have the right number of parameters. If I whack in 1 here, this shouldn't return. Cannot redeclare. Did I not rename the method? So if I go to notifications, get all notifications for user. So if I go back to miscellaneous, get rid of this, refresh, that's fine. And if I do this, this is invalid. It's still not doing anything. So if I do 9, this is a valid user ID, but we don't have any notifications. And if we were to do 10, we should get 2 notifications. Yes. And if I do 9, we should only get the 1. And that means 8. That's the Farhan user. Yep, that's great. So now if we go back to notifications, now that we got this, we should essentially be able to, in here, just call that method. We should be able to do $this, call this method, and this takes in a few parameters. So we should, I'm gonna put this here. Actually, no, put in here, and this needs to be up here. And we'll put user ID in here, and we'll put order and force load. Order and $force load. Should be able to get rid of this as well, I guess. Should be able to definitely get rid of this. So if $, how do we do in here? We did something similar to this. This get comments. Yeah, it's pretty similar. So first you create a new user. Then we check if the user is, no, we don't want to check if the user is logged in. Not at all. We don't want to do that. For user signed in. Yeah, that is exactly what we want to do. Then if force load, then we do user ID. User ID, we get it. And I guess put a return false here, because if we're returning it from here anyway, we might as well return this. There's no point doing this. This should just now work. So if it gets to here, it's a return false. So if I go back to this, it should work. If I go back to miscellaneous, get for user signed in, should be able to get rid of this, and this should work. Undefined variable on force load on 137 notifications. Okay, let's check that out. 137 here. Dollar force load, should be a capital L. Is that what it was? Okay, so it's got that. That is okay now. We user signed in. So this just calls this. So if there's any changes to this, they will propagate to this as well. So is there any way that we can maybe simplify this even further? So for user signed in, we need to, get the user ID of the current user signed in. So we need to do something along these lines. If force load, only then will you ever do this. And yeah, I guess we could simplify by putting that in line, but I like it separated. It's easy to see exactly what's going on. Get all notifications for a set user. We've got that working now. So in the next video, we'll look at get all notification for a type, which essentially will be very similar to this. So we'll have two methods for that. It'll be get all notifications, get all for type, get all for. We need to. It'll just be get all for type, I guess, and then we'll have one for get all for user and type, and in that you could be getting the two boats of if you're signed in or not. Maybe not with that one. Probably not with that one. Mark notifications. These should be a little easier. Update wiki. Yeah, that's fine. Very happy with the progress today. I won't commit anything, but this has been day 46 in creating this PHP web framework series, part 3 in the notifications. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave us a comment. There will be links in the description to the GitHub page, to Trello, to our educational platform, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all that stuff. So feel free to message us through there, and feel free to contribute towards the GitHub page, the code, the wiki, the suggest ideas for Trello, suggest ideas in general. This is a community project by the community for the community, so please do suggest stuff. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I will see you in day 47.